Are golf pros' unusual stats really meaningful trends? Imagine watching a golf tournament where a player suddenly makes an incredible number of birdies in one round. You might think this signals a new trend, but is it really? Sometimes, standout stats among golf professionals catch our eye, but they might not tell the full story. To understand if these stats matter, we need to look at the bigger picture. Golf statistics include things like scoring averages, how often players hit the fairway, putting accuracy, and strokes gained in different areas. An unusual stat might be a player hitting an unusually high percentage of greens in regulation or sinking a lot of putts from long distances. These can be eye-catching, but they can also be short-term flashes of brilliance. Short-term spikes in performance can happen because of many factors. Maybe the weather was perfect, or the course suited the player's style that day. Equipment changes or even the player's health can influence these numbers. So, if a player makes a record-breaking number of birdies in one season, it might be because they are in great form or playing on courses that favor their game. But it doesn't necessarily mean a new trend is emerging. When analyzing these stats, professionals look for patterns over multiple seasons or across many players. If several players start showing similar improvements in a specific area over time, that might point to a real change in how the game is played. For example, if more players are consistently gaining strokes with their putting, it could suggest new techniques or equipment are making a difference. Statistical storytelling is about turning data into a story. An anomaly is a data point that stands out from the norm. It can highlight an exceptional performance or an innovative technique. But it can also be just a one-off event. Professionals know that one great round or season doesn't necessarily mean the game has changed. They dig deeper into the data to see if these anomalies are part of a broader trend or just isolated incidents. Technology plays a big role in this analysis. Advanced sensors and tracking systems give detailed data on every shot. This helps professionals see if improvements are real or just luck. The rise of smart equipment and virtual golf tools means players can track their stats with more precision than ever before. If a player starts gaining strokes in a certain area consistently, it's more likely to be a genuine trend. Changes in the sport also influence these patterns. More women and younger players are entering golf, bringing new styles and strategies. Equipment advances, like better drivers and putters, can also shift performance metrics over time. These factors help explain why some unusual stats might be signs of real change rather than random fluctuations. Golf professionals use this data to guide their training and strategy. If a certain stat shows steady improvement, they focus on that area. But if a spike appears suddenly, they consider whether it's worth reacting to or just a temporary blip. They want to avoid making decisions based on one-off performances. Instead, they look for consistent data over many tournaments and seasons. In the end, some unusual stats among golf pros do point to meaningful trends, but only if they are backed by consistent data over time. Professionals relying on technology, broad data analysis, and experience to tell the difference. They understand that a single standout performance can be exciting, but lasting change comes from patterns that hold up across many events. So, while a flash of brilliance is fun to watch, it's the steady, repeated improvements that truly shape the future of golf.